I'm Steven.
I'm Randy, and this is a special Two Guys, One Couch Christmas edition. We're going to talk about the three important NBA games on Christmas Day. And we're going to start off talking about the Boston-Brooklyn game. What do you think is going to happen between Boston and Brooklyn?
Oh, I think Boston's going to take this game handily. This is Rajon Rondo has a point to prove after they killed his streak of assists, the double-digit assist streak. They killed it, and Rondo.
Yeah, that'd make me a happy camper.
I'm looking for some interaction between Chris Humphries and Rondo in this game. If they run along each other,
I think they'll tamper it down a little bit.
I don't know. Rondo's got a little bit of an attitude, and Chris Humphries been benched since that situation. He comes off the bench now, playing only like 5 minutes a game. Chris Humphries might blame Rondo for that.
He could. I agree with you. I think Boston's going to win. I am looking for Rondo to have a monster game.
What kind of numbers are you looking for?
I'm seeing a triple-double. I'm seeing 20 points, 15 assists, 10 rebounds. I think this is going to be one of his monster games. I mean, the stage is big. Christmas Day.
I think he's going to have a big game, too. Yeah. I think he's looking at a 20-20 game. 20 points, maybe 20 assists, maybe 5-6 rebounds. It's going to be a big game.
Yeah, he's going to have a huge game, and I look for Paul Pierce to keep it going. And they haven't been playing well lately, but I figure them to show up on this big stage against Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's already beat them twice this year. The first game, Rondo, he was hurt, didn't play the whole game. And then the second game they played, Rondo got ejected extremely early in the game.
Second quarter.
And that's where the assist streak ended. So I look for them to come out blazing in this game. Doc Rivers is going to have them ready to play.
Well, see, they some of the individuals on that team have been playing really well lately, like Paul Pierce, 75 points in 2 games. And then you have Rondo's playing well. They just need to gel everybody in there together.
Yeah, they got to get the bench in tune with everything. The bench is the key for the Celtics because they're so deep. And they rely on their bench so much because they're such an older team. You can't depend on Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to have such a long, steady season. You can't depend on them to give you the 35 points that Paul Pierce has been doing, or you can't depend on Kevin Garnett to give you the 30 minutes and be the defensive anchor that he is.
Yeah.
So the bench has got to show up. The bench has got to show up for the rest of the season. Especially, they need to do it this game. This is the biggest stage until the playoffs. It's Christmas Day, so the Celtics need to have a good game.
The thing that they need to improve is their rebounding. They're a pitiful rebounding.
Yeah. They've been looking to make some moves and trade and stuff to shore up the rebounding because that has been atrocious.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we're in consensus though that this is a Celtics game. Big time.
I don't think they're going to win big time. I think it's going to be a close game, but Rondo he's going to be the reason they win for sure.
What do you think about the Knicks-Lakers game?
I like the Lakers. I think Steve Nash is going to have a huge game. He's going to have a coming out party for this year. He's going to prove everybody wrong. I think he's going to have a 20-point, 15-assist type game. So I'm really looking at Steve Nash to have a big game, and the Lakers prevail.
They going to win handily? You think it's going to be narrow?
It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a close game. I'm looking like 110s, maybe 120s. I mean, it's going to be a shootout. Kobe and Carmelo are definitely going to contribute to a lot of points being scored. So.
Between those two guys, 100 shots might be put in the air in that on Christmas.
You ain't kidding. What I mean? Yeah, I mean, Kobe just had a game where he shot 41 shots. So, and Carmelo Anthony's definitely not shy about shooting the ball. So, I mean,
I think that the Knicks are probably going to win. I wish I could say the Lakers, but I don't think I can because
you're going with your head over your heart.
I'm going with my head over my heart in this one. I still think the Lakers are a good team, but I think it's going to take a little longer to get Steve Nash involved. Plus, his defense really isn't that great, and like he's not. I don't think they're going to be able to close out on the perimeter because look what the Knicks did to him last time. It was 3.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks were really hot that game. I don't expect them to be that hot. And they're not playing. They're playing Staples. They're not playing in Madison Square Garden, so I don't expect them to be as hot as they were. I mean they're going to shoot the 3 and they're going to make a good amount of them, but I don't expect them to do what they did in Madison Square Garden. And I expect Steve Nash to be the difference maker. And Paul Gasol, he's coming along. I mean he's been injured. And I expect Dwight Howard, Tyson Chandler, that is definitely a matchup.
I can't wait to see that.
I love that matchup. And I think Steve Nash, I mean, you don't really worry about Steve Nash's defensive liability because Raymond Felton's not exactly going to fill it up. I mean, he's been playing solid throughout the year, but he's not going to fill it up.
An interesting matchup I want to see is if Jason Kidd goes in the game and him and Steve Nash guard each other.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be cool.
I imagine they'll be matching up a couple of times for sure. Yeah,
because that's probably the two best point guards of their era going head to head. I mean, I know they're 40, but it's still cool to see them guard each other.
Well, they're still getting it done, man.
Jason Kidd's resurgent this year.
The Knicks aren't where they're at right now without Jason Kidd. He's definitely been the
anchor. For him.
He's been the veteran anchor for him, and he's been a big difference on J.R. Smith. I don't think J.R. Smith has as good as a year right now that he's having without Jason Kidd. I mean, he's that calming presence for the New York Knicks, and he's the key for him. I mean, I don't think they're having the season they're having right now without Jason Kidd.
I think that he changed Melo's attitude around. I think he helped do it.
I said that with J.R. Smith, and he did it for Carmelo too.
Because they both had terrible attitudes. They're just me. Now it's like, oh, well, I can pass the ball here, and
you're right.
They can shoot lights out too. That's a dangerous team when they're hot.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're going to beat LA, even though it's in LA. I think that this is their first big important game in I don't know how many years for a Knicks team. I mean, the playoffs last year, but you know what I mean?
It's a huge stage.
Yeah, it's a huge stage. I think they're going to rise to the occasion, and they're going to tear out some Laker fans' hearts. And Including myself. They're going to pull a little Kano from Mortal Kombat and pull that heart out.
Yeah, I like the Lakers. I think Steve Nash has a huge game.
Yeah.
What do you think about Miami and OKC?
That's all Miami. Just like in the finals last year, that's all Miami. LeBron James is the best player in the world. There's nothing to debate there. And I don't think Kevin Durant's ready to step up and take on LeBron.
Still not think he's ready yet after all the experience he gained in the playoffs last year.
Experience of losing to LeBron.
I guess that's fair enough.
LeBron's going to drive that lane and throw it down on him. Boom shakalaka.
Razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like OKC in this game. I disagree fully with you on that. You're an idiot.
Okay. No, not it. Yeah, call me an idiot because I'm picking the team that just beat the other team in the final.
Excuse me, you're a frittata.
I'm a frittata because I'm picking the team that won the championship last year over the team that they beat. That makes me a frittata.
It does, because they don't have James Harden to choke away the game like he did last year.
No, they just have Russell Westbrook, the turnover machine.
Hey,
Ninja Turtle.
Don't hate on Westbrook. He's having a solid year. He's taking care of the ball and kind of getting everybody involved. I'm surprised with Russell Westbrook this year. You can't hate on him as much.
Leonardo's having a good year.
I would think more Michelangelo, but that's just...
I was kind of honestly tending towards Rafi.
All right, back on point.
He's kind of an asshole.
I like OKC in this game because, like I said earlier, I think Kevin Martin's going to prove that the Thunder aren't missing anything with James Harden, and he's going to be the X factor, and he's going to have a big game. And, of course, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, they're going to put in their points. They're going to have a good game. So I just like the firepower with Oklahoma City. And I think Ibaka, he has his solid defensive outing and puts in some points for him.
The thing with Ibaka, I know he's a really good inside defender and stuff, but Chris Bosh doesn't go inside a lot. And if he's matched up on Chris Bosh at any point during this game, or if LeBron's playing power forward, they can play perimeter. And I don't think that he can hang with them out there. Bosh can shoot from the perimeter, and he's pretty agile for a big guy. And LeBron can just blow past him.
Well, I mean, they matched up well with him in the finals last year, so I don't anticipate any big matchup problems. It was just Oklahoma City lost the finals more than Miami won it, I believe.
Here's another big difference. What about Ray Allen?
Ray Allen,
he was not in the finals.
He's an X factor, but Kevin Martin, I mean,
Kevin Martin. I will give you this on Kevin Martin. He's probably the sixth man of the year right now.
I don't know. There's a lot of candidates.
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of candidates for that. It's too close to call for me so far. But Kevin Martin definitely is a difference maker, and he's going to prove to everybody that the Thunder have no need for Harden, and they're out to prove that as a team, because there's still a lot of doubters that say they're not going to get back to the finals because they don't have James Harden.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
I don't think that not because of James Harden. I just don't think they're going to get back to the finals.
I think it's going to be between them and the Clippers so far. I mean, thus far in the season,
you're forgetting the team that I'm thinking is going to get there probably. What about the Spurs?
I don't believe in the Spurs. I mean, they're having a good year, a good solid year, but
they play fundamental team basketball with the best coach in the league. Tim Duncan looks like he's 20 years old.
The Clippers are so deep though, and they're so young and so athletic. I mean,
that's the catch. They're so young and inexperienced. Other than Chris Paul.
I mean, they won in the first round last year. They got a little bit of playoff experience, so I don't anticipate that being much of a problem. But that's all we have for today. Check the annotations below. Follow us on Twitter. All that good stuff. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Always remember, it's not what's under the tree, it's who's around the tree. Be thankful for your family. Show them love. Tell them you love them. And Merry Christmas, and we'll see y'all next time.
Merry Christmas. Boom shakalaka.